The 60-year-old actor Anil Kapoor was at the launch of Hussain, Zaidi and Brijesh Singh's book Dangerous Mind, which is centered on a similar theme to that of his TV series 24. Hence, questions on the series and his character Jai Singh Rathod was inevitable. He described his character as a guy with a dangerous mind and disclosed that his preparation for the challenging role involved a lot of research work, both online and offline.
24 he's a pretty dark guy. And he's a guy with a dangerous mind, 100%. I think somewhere the kind of job, these kind of jobs are very, very mentally and physically very taxing. And then of course he has to deal, interact, research, understand with all kinds of people who have dangerous minds. So somewhere you have to understand a dangerous mind, you have to have certain kind of dangerous mind yourself. So doing this character, obviously I had to do a lot of research. You cannot do anything unless you really go deep into it. So I did go deep into it. I met a lot of people. I've got into a lot of trouble also in the past, trying to meet people and interacting with them. So they felt that I have some kind of, close relationship with these underworld people whom I met personally. I've met cops. I've met officers on, top, on, handling and interacted with them, spoken to them. I've met small convicts also. So I met all kinds. I've visited jails. So, and then of course today, the youngsters and all of us are very, very fortunate that you have the digital media, the internet, the YouTube, and so much material is available for you to really, if you really want to go deep into it, you can read them, you can meet them, you can listen to them, you can watch their videos. So it's a combination of so many things I've done. And of course, today, one of my reasons of my injury also is 24. Because it was such a physically exhausting and demanding role that I tried to raise the bar. So trying to raise the bar, obviously you sometimes have to, you get these kind of small injuries. So I've given my blood and sweat to 24 and to Jai Singh Rathod. It might not show on screen, but there's a lot of hard work behind doing this character.
One tricky question. When is the next season coming?
The next season, of course, it will be as soon as I start running. Now I can walk, I can talk, I can be, come for this, all these events, and so once I can start jogging and sprinting, the day I can sprint, that's the day I'm going to start 24, the third season. Unless I'll become some senior kind of a guy. But 24, third season will be made, 100%.
The Evergreen star talked about his views on the psychology of terrorists and criminals, and that how a normal-looking person can suddenly be so dark and so dangerous, and then suddenly the next moment be living a very normal life.
I feel, as Brijesh was saying, first of all, most of them are brainwashed, and the people who are doing really something which you cannot even dream of, somewhere I feel they are brainwashed. And I think a lot of people are there for the money also, so this is my, it's money, power, all these things are there, and brainwash. I think these are the things. And of course, they are brainwashed to think that they are being patriotic. They are brainwashed that they are doing it for a cause. For them it might be the cause, but they are convinced about it. So they are brainwashed to that extent. And we think that they are doing the right thing, and they are not being, but they are convinced that what they are doing is right. So they are completely brainwashed. So it's a combination of many things. So it depends on person to person you're talking about. So there are certain criminals who are doing only for power, only for money. And there are some criminals who are brainwashed, or terrorists, whoever you talk about.
Intriguing as it sounds, Dangerous Minds does seem to be delving into the world of psychology of people around.